I found out my wife was cheating, but the truth was so much worse. Part 2. Continuation. It's been a few weeks since the divorce finalized, and honestly, the silence in my life has never been louder. Or better. I didn't realize how much space Maya's chaos took up in my mind until she wasn't here anymore. For the first time in years, I wake up without checking someone's mood before I breathe. No tiptoeing around arguments, no pretending everything is okay because the alternative would start a war. Just me, a quiet kitchen, and a life that still feels unfamiliar, in a good way. Maya tried reaching out a few times after she moved out. At first, she sent these long paragraphs about how she made mistakes and didn't know what she was thinking, how she let bad advice influence her, the usual apologies people use when they realize they lost their safety net. I didn't reply. She went from apologizing to blaming me within a week, claiming I was cold, emotionally unavailable, and that any other wife would have felt neglected. My lawyer told me to block her, but I didn't. Not out of hope, out of fascination. Watching her twist the narrative even when she had already lost was the final confirmation that leaving was the smartest thing I've done. Then something happened I wasn't expecting. Her lawyer boyfriend got reported by his own firm. Turns out he wasn't just unethical with my case, he had a history of inappropriate relationships with clients. Mine was just the first one with actual evidence attached. He didn't lose his license, but he got suspended, and let's just say his shiny reputation got a permanent black mark. Maya tried to contact me again after that, this time with a softer tone, like she wanted comfort or someone to blame besides herself. She left a voice message crying about how she used her, how she thought he loved her, how she made a mistake leaving a good man. And for a moment, I didn't feel anger. I felt nothing. Not pity, not hate, just a clean emptiness where she used to sit in my chest. That's how I knew I was truly done. Meanwhile, I've been rebuilding my life in quiet ways. I started going to the gym again, reconnected with a couple of friends I'd lost touch with because Maya always found a reason to make them uncomfortable. I even rearranged the entire apartment. Not out of spite, but because every corner used to feel like it belonged to her. Now, it feels like mine. It's crazy how small things like changing furniture placement can make you feel like you're taking your identity back piece by piece. The funniest part? Her mother called me last week. She wanted to know why Maya was acting strange, why she was emotionally unstable, and why she wouldn't come home for the holidays. I didn't tell her anything. I just said, ask your daughter. I'm done being the emotional punching bag. Let her tell the truth for once. But here's the real update, the part that actually feels like closure. Yesterday, I walked past the cafe where Maya and I had our first date. For a second, I felt this old ache, like nostalgia mixed with disappointment. But as I watched the people inside, laughing, living, moving forward, something finally clicked. I wasn't grieving her. I was grieving the version of myself who tolerated less than he deserved. I was grieving the years I wasted trying to keep a dying marriage alive while she was cutting holes in the foundation. Walking away wasn't the end of my story. It was the reset button I should have hit years ago. And here's the twist ending I didn't expect. I'm not angry anymore. I don't hate her. I don't want revenge. I just want to live the rest of my life without carrying her mistakes like they're mine. Maybe one day she'll get her life together. Maybe she won't. Either way, that's not my burden anymore. For the first time in 8 years, my future doesn't feel like a negotiation. It feels like mine. Fully. Finally. Unquestionably mine. And that's the real happily ever after.
Like and subscribe to Redditor's Stories. We bring such stories daily.